Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive.
Glad to be back.
Today, we're going to be diving into something a little bit different.
Yeah, definitely unexpected.
It's about NBA YoungBoy.
That's right.
NBA YoungBoy, whose real name is Kentrell Golden. He's 25 years old.
Yeah.
And, well, he's been released from federal prison.
Earlier than expected.
Way earlier than expected. Like, a lot of people thought it was going to be April 26th.
Right. That was kind of the date floating around.
And then there was talk of July.
Mm-hmm.
But then it turns out...
Monday, March 24th.
That's right. Monday, March 24th, according to the prison records from the Federal Correctional Facility in Talladega, Alabama.
That's where he was, yeah.
He is already back in Utah.
Which makes sense, right?
It does, yeah. I mean, this whole thing goes back to that 27-month sentence he got from that gun case.
Back in 2020, yeah.
Yeah, 2020.
He actually took a plea deal in that case.
Oh.
Yeah, so a plea deal is basically where someone agrees to plead guilty to a charge in exchange for something. You know, like a reduced sentence, or maybe some charges get dropped.
So is that why he's back in Utah?
It could be. A lot of times, after someone serves a prison sentence, especially when it comes to firearms, there's something called supervised release.
Supervised release.
Yeah, it's basically where you're monitored by a probation officer and have to follow certain rules.
Okay, so like a way to transition back into society.
Exactly, with some oversight.
And academics has been all over this news, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he reported that YoungBoy is back home with his family, but under a 30-day curfew.
Oh, wow. And there's some location restrictions too, right?
Right, we don't know the specifics though.
But the big thing is academics hinted at upcoming concerts.
Yeah, he told fans to be patient, said a tour's locked in, and we'll get more details soon.
Do you think he'll be able to tour with all these restrictions?
That's a good question. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Definitely. And we've already seen some support from his close circle. OG33, you know, from Never Broke Again.
Yeah, no, OJ33.
He's pretty excited on social media.
As you'd expect.
And Rich the Kid showed his support too.
Yeah, online.
It really shows how tight-knit that musical community is.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if this leads to any new collaborations.
Now, while all this is happening, we got to remember that he was also facing legal issues in Utah.
Separate from the gun case, right?
Right. This is about that prescription drug fraud ring.
Yeah, he was arrested for that last April.
Those were some serious charges.
Mm-hmm.
Identity fraud, forgery, unlawful pharmacy conduct.
Yeah, he could have faced more jail time.
But he ended up pleading guilty.
And he got a $25,000 fine.
But no more jail time.
Seems like the judge took the existing sentence into account.
That's good for him.
Yeah, the legal system tries to avoid excessive punishment.
But still, that fine is a hefty reminder.
Oh yeah, even when you avoid jail time, there are consequences.
Now get this, even while he was locked up, he released a new album.
More leaks, right?
That's the one. How does he do it?
Shows his dedication, his connection to his fans, even from prison.
Pretty impressive. And then there was that incident with the other inmate.
Oh yeah, Birdman's brother, Terrence Gangsta Williams, talked about it.
Yeah, apparently YoungBoy confronted someone who was yelling out Lil Durk's OTF crew name.
Which is a rival camp, of course.
So things got heated, and YoungBoy ended up in solitary confinement.
That's serious stuff.
Definitely. But it didn't seem to affect his release date.
No, it didn't.
So we have a lot going on here. Early release, back to Utah, maybe supervised release. The Utah case resolved with a fine, a new album from prison, a prison altercation, and now everyone's waiting to see what's next.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack.
So let's break it down for our listeners. NBA YoungBoy is out of prison earlier than anyone expected. He's back in Utah, probably under some form of supervision. The drug charges in Utah have been resolved with a fine but no extra jail time. And despite a fight in prison, he still got out early. You got it.
This could be a huge turning point for him. His fans are definitely ready for new music and maybe a tour. It makes you wonder what this means for his future, both personally and professionally. It's a story we'll definitely keep following. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
Always a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.